Hello, I'm Vivian Ziwei, and I'll be guiding you through topic 1.4, Transformation. After this study, students are able to state the transformations by looking at the new equation, transform graphs from the new equation given, and able to state transform points through mapping notation. General equation. This will be the equation that you will always see in your questions. Examples of transform graphs. The black line will be the old graph and the red line will be the new transform graphs. A, K, B and C are your parameters. When A is negative, it experiences reflection in x-axis. When A is more than 1, it will experience vertical stretch with a factor of A. When A is in the middle of 0 and 1, it will experience vertical compression with factor of A. As for K, when K is negative, it experiences reflection in y-axis. When K is more than 1, it experiences horizontal compression of factor 1 over K. When K is in the middle of 0 and 1, it experiences horizontal stretch with factor 1 over K. For B, when B is positive, it experiences horizontal shift to the left by B units. And when B is negative, it experiences horizontal shift to the right by B units. When C is positive, it experiences vertical shift upwards by C units. When C is negative, it experiences vertical shift downwards by C units. Important note, the other word for shift is also translation, so do not be panicked if you see the word translation instead of shift. Also, notice that what is inside the bracket is transformed horizontally and what is outside of the bracket is transformed vertically. New points can be found through the new transform equation based on all points through mapping notation. This will be the equation to transform new points from the old points. Finding new x. It is divided by k because any transformations with k, either stretch or compress, is always 1 over, and when x multiplies in, x will take over the position of 1. It is negative b or minus b because whenever b is positive, it is shifted to the left, and when b is negative, it is shifted to the right, which is of opposite direction. Finding new y is multiplied by a because any transformations with a, either stretch or compress, is always multiplied with a. Is positive c or plus c because when c is positive, it is shifted upwards, and when c is negative, it is shifted downwards, which is of the same direction. A, K, B and C are called parameters, as I have just said just now. The parameters that changes the shape and position of the graph is A and K. The width of the new graph depends solely on value A and value K, where both the restrictions are of the same. If the graph is wider, A will be from -1 to 1, and K will also be from -1 to 1. If the graph is narrower, A will be from -infinity to -1, and 1 to infinity, and K will also be the same. The parameters that do not change the shape but only changes the position of the graph is B and C, where B controls the left and right and C controls the upwards and downwards. Reflections can only occur in parameters A and K, where negative A is reflection in x-axis, and negative K is reflection in y-axis. Order of transformation. Transformation is usually read from left to right, but step 1 is usually reflection, stretch, compression of any order, and the answer will still be the same, and step 2 is any shifts of any order, but answer will still remain the same as long as you follow the step 1 and step 2. Real life application. This is a question that's related to our real life. The area of a cuboid is represented by the equation. The graph of the equation is shown below. Question. The dimensions of the cuboid is multiplied by 2 and added by 3. Find 1. New transform equation. 2. New point if previous point was 0, 9. 3. New transform graph. Solution.